Chello, my feather fam and my black feather community, and happy 2026. Let's have a conversation about what this year is going to bring. And of course, as always, I also have recorded a full year-end preview as a collective for all of us that you will have access to, and I encourage you to watch this. But today, this is the January reading for 2026. Collectively, we are all in a space where we need to get real and clear with what it is that we want to see for ourselves, for our fellow humans out in the world. 2026, which is our mastery, it is abundance, it is, I like to say, the last lap in the race. And it's often the time when push comes to shove, when you've gone through the, almost the entire marathon. Your runner's high was done, miles back. Your body is aching, you're dehydrated, you're wishing like hell that you could just stop right now and never have to do this again. And you're also looking at it and going, okay, I've only got one more mile to go. And if I stop now, which I absolutely can, I'm going to turn around and end up exactly here again if I have to do this whole thing over again. So we're faced with that energy of, do I quit now, understanding that I'm going to have to redo all of this again and eventually come back exactly to this spot? Or do I push through because I'm only a mile away? And then I can celebrate on the other side. I can check it off as done and move forward. So these are some of the choices that we're facing, and it is going to be a highly creative year. Why is it highly creative? It's highly creative because everything is in shambles. Everything that we knew is no longer. And it falls to us, nobody else. It falls to us to co-create what it is that we want to see, the world that we want to live in, the people we want to be with, how we want to support others and be supported by others. All of this is within our control. It's all about, I want to say, the co-creation. Not so much the manifestation, although that's a part of it. It's the co-creation. Understanding where I fit into this world. If everything is energy and we're all connected, but we're having individualized experience, where do I fit in? If none of it matters, which means that everything matters, what are my choices going to be? What matters to me? And what am I going to put my focus to in that regard? So for this year, I've chosen the Soul Sparkle Tarot, in particular because I feel that this is a soul-based year, a year for the collective soul, as well as the individual soul energy that we are taking. And quite frankly, we need a little sparkle. We need a little bejewel bedazzle. 2025 was its own unique shit show. We've quite frankly been in a shit show since 2020. Every year has been its own interesting, entertaining, miraculous shit show. 2025 being, I want to say, probably the most intensive one that we have experienced altogether. This year, not gonna lie, we're still going to have a lot of that, but it's very different. We've broken through. We've collectively made a choice. And now it's for us to find out where we matter in that collective choice. What part do you want to play in this year of 2026, collectively and in your own life? So we're going to pull a card from the Soul Sparkle Tarot, and then I'm also going to pull a card from the Sacred Creators Oracle deck. This is Chris Ann. If you guys have been following me or watching me for a while, you know that I love this deck. I do a lot of work with this deck. And I thought how perfect that instead of an affirmation per se, we can get a message that supports that creative energy and the creative flow. So let's pull a card and see what our card for January is for 2026. Oh, and it flew right out. Oh my God, and I forgot to take it out. It's the placard for the card. Someone told me that they see that as a wild card. that they leave that in the deck as a wild card message. So, maybe it is a wild card for us too. Oh, interesting. 5 of Cups. All right, so let's be real. 5 of Cups is the card of grief. It is a card that represents the fact that you have come to a particular point in a journey where you can no longer, I want to say, stay where you're at. And the only way to move through is to move forward. But there is a lot to process. There's a lot to look back on so that you can inform what you are creating moving forward. 5 is the transformational energy. It's about change and shift. And I think that's very fitting. I told you it's an 8-year, but 5 makes a lot of sense given what we have come out of this year. And that 8 energy, in order for us to really truly be able to step into our mastery and to co-create, which is also the number 8, the next leg of our journey, the next path, the vision for where we want to see big picture and in the near future, we absolutely need to grieve what has been. Grieving what has been, I love this depiction because she's sitting on her suitcase. Her suitcase is floating in the water and she's not paying attention to the cups that have been spilled over. She's looking to the new city, the new destination, the dawn of a new day. She's focused on the light. Yes, she is grieving. Yes, she is in the present moment feeling all that she's feeling. She's not denying anything. And I want to say to you, even though she isn't walking quickly towards that path, she's floating there. So there still is movement in all of this. Water in the tarot represents the psychic realm and our ocean of emotion. So yeah, she's sitting in the ocean of emotion. She's getting a little bit wet, but she's also sitting on top of something. She's sitting on top of the wisdom and knowledge that she gained from the previous experiences. Though they may hurt, though they may have been painful, she's making it work for her. So 2026, I feel like collectively for us, is really going to be about acknowledging the grief, acknowledging the pain that we have collectively felt and individually felt, and to not let that take us down, to not let that take us into victim mode or victim status, or to get us stuck. Instead, it's to process what we have learned so that we can use that as fuel for who we are becoming and what we are choosing to build in the process. Now, creatively, what message, what card energy can help us with that? What's going to be a supportive path in that regard? Oh, I love it. So it's a 44, which is an 8. It's also a master number. Magic happens when you most expect it. Wow. So yes, we are processing, we're grieving. We are in the process of turning our focus to that new horizon, that new vision, that new castle that we want to build, right? We could look at this card here actually as this is the imagination space that she's in, that castle doesn't actually exist yet, right? We could see it as that, and that she's envisioning out of the grief. She's saying, here's what I don't want to feel anymore, and here's what I can build to make sure that that doesn't happen. And then you have magic happens when you most expect it. So I often talk about living in acceptance rather than expectance. You know, expectance leads to disappointment, leads sometimes to despair. But I want to say expectation has its place. And I feel like if we are expecting good things, if we're expecting miracles, if we're expecting magic and our eyes are wide open to looking for it, you're going to find it. You're going to see it. It's going to be presented to you. So I feel like in January, this is the energy that we want to lean into. We are building new foundation. We're being supported in that. We're being supported in building foundation, even if it is only just an idea or a vision right now. All those ideas and visions, when you add feeling and fervor to it, they become. And magic, I want to say, is like a silken thread that we can weave throughout everything that we choose to create. So if you expect that it's going to be magical, if you expect that you are worthy and deserving of it, then the universe is going to present it to you. Even in the throes of grief, even when you are looking at life and saying, I don't know what comes next. That's okay. Be in it, process it, acknowledge it, sit in it, swim in it if you need to. Because what we lean into, what we accept as truth, right? It is what it is. Allows us to grow, allows us to move through that much more quickly and much more effectively so that we learn the message, we learn the lesson. And magic happens most when you expect it. Magic happens when you most expect it. Sorry, first day with my new tongue. All right, guys, so that is our January theme and our January message for 2026. I am still doing my year in previews and my year in transformation, Phoenix Journeys. You can click on the link below to book your session now. It's only going on until January 31st, and then I'm done. Stick a fork in me. They're fun to do, but they take a lot out of me. So I always really look forward to that. I look forward to December 1st, and I also look forward to January 1st, 31st, when I'm like, okay, I'm done, and get a little bit of a break. But I would absolutely love to be in service in that way for you guys. So I look forward to connecting with you guys soon, and take care. We'll see you next week, and transform well.